Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to solve one of the most interesting array problems, that is flatten a nested array in JavaScript, where arrays can go multiple levels deep. So the problem says given a nested array like this and we need to return the array like this. So basically no matter how deep the nesting goes, we want just one flat array. So the first approach will be our brute force approach using .flood method. Okay, so let's start with the simplest approach using built-in .flood method. Here this is our array and we'll take a result and array dot flood. By passing infinity, we are telling JavaScript to flatten all level of nesting. So until our element will be there, it will. Let's run and check how it was. We have to console first. Console.log result. Now if you'll run this one, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If tomorrow we have more nested like this, for an example, we have maybe here 9, 9, 9. And after that here comma. If you run this one also, you can see here 1 2 3 4 9 9 5. So it can go any deep level nested, easy, clean, but built-in magic. The time complexity here is big of n and the space complexity also big of n, because we are taking another one variable or another one array for storing our all the output. But this isn't allowed in interview since we are using a built-in method. Interviewer wants this to be manually created. So let's now build it manually using recursion, the way interviewer expects. So let's comment this one and now we'll create a function called flatten array. This function will take a array and now we have to store our flat array. So we have created one empty array, result array. After that we'll run a for of loop. So let item of array if array dot is array. So our if first it will check if the current element is the array, it will call again a recursive call. How it will push result dot push flatten array and it will pass the array. When we find the array inside, we call the flatten array recursive again and we use the spread operator to merge the result step by step. Here we are using the spread operator. If it is not an array, that means well and good, you just have to add here, else result dot you just directly push into the result array. That's it. And after this entire for of loop, you just have to return the result. Now if you call here console.log flatten array and you just have to pass your array. Now if you run this one, it will give the same output as like this. So here also our time complexity is big of n and the space complexity is big of n, because again we are using here extra one array big of n space. Now recursion depth becomes a problem. You can use iterative approach also using stacks. There are so many interviewers, those who don't want to be using recursion, because this can become messy when it has larger array and deep nested. So how we can create without recursion using stack or something? Let's do that also. So now we'll create using stack. Oh, let's comment this one. We have comment this one. Now what we'll do is function flatten array iterative. And this function also will take an array. And first what we will do is we'll take a stack. So const stack equal to, and we'll use the spread operator, and every whatever value is there we'll just copy into our stack. And after that what we'll do is we'll take a empty array. As expected, we have to store an array, so we are taking empty array. After that we'll run a while loop. And this while loop will run until our element was there in our stack. So stack dot length. Once it will be empty, once our stack will be empty, this loop will end it. So first we'll take item. So item, what it will do is it will take that item and it will pop it. Means it will remove it, or we can say it will delete it. So stack.pop, basically it will delete the end. Basically stack.pop, it will basically delete the last element, correct? So what it will do is, now what we have to check, now we'll check if the array dot is array means if our current element is an array or not. If it is array means we have to push it element back. How we push it? Stack dot push dot dot dot, which is spread operator symbol, item. So if it is an array, then if by any chance it is not an array, well and good, you just have to push into our result array. And because after that what we have to do, we have to reverse back also, because stack basically pops from the end, so we have to reverse also. So let's reverse this one. So return result dot reverse. Now if we'll call this one console.log flat iterative, and we just have to pass here our array. Let's clear this one and run it. You can see here 1 2 3 4 9 9 5. Yeah, it's working fine. This basically avoids deep recursion, so it's safer for huge arrays. Still big of n time and big of n space, but no recursive call. Let's quickly recap everything. So first thing, we have learned the easiest method or built-in method using dot flat, and we have to pass infinity, so it will go as deep as nested as it is. So here we are passing here infinity, so it will go till deep nested loop. And here the time complexity and big space complexity, it was taking big of n. After that what we have done is we have learned how recursively we can done. If interviewer give you a task, you have to make via recursion only. So you can like run a for of loop and you just have to check whether it's an array or not. If it is array, again and again you just have to pass until your array is not empty. So again and again you just have to pass that one. That's it. And another one thing we have learned, the optimal thing, that is using stack. So there are many interviewers, those who don't want to use recursion because it was taking long time, just because of again and again it was calling. So using stack also we have done. Every time we are checking and we are just removing the last element, and at the last we are just reversing. If this video helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe us.